Hey, they're on. See that? Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That is amazing. Holy crap, look at that. Doing something. This is exciting. I thought I wouldn't get much out of that. I wasn't sure. It was just a thought. I've shown my successes in these videos before, but I wanted to show all of my footage of me experimenting with different ideas. I did test this once, and I got a reading off of it. Some of them seemed kind of ridiculous because it was based off of maybe a simple image with no information, but I tried every idea I had. I haven't really figured out how to do this yet. I now better understand what is happening here. As the video goes, I'll post a picture or a graphic of what I was learning, because looking back I could see what I was trying to do. Well, there you have it. Here's a flashlight that's run on cement. I'm going to try to just present these videos as uncut as possible based off of these small successes. I know that there is incredible technology that we can have in our hands that we ourselves can make in our own backyard. What I want to do now is use an ice tray to make a bunch of these. Since I got a volt out of this, then I'll just make them this big, but just put them in a form so that I can just hook them in series really easy. I saw a guy do this on a video. He just put dirt in each of them, hooked them all in series, and he got 13 to 14 volts out of it. This one might get more, I don't know, because it has 15 little sections there. If you run out of copper, if you don't have enough money to get copper, just go take a copper penny, put it on the train track. The train will process it for you. I did several of these. I actually put about 20 on there, but I couldn't find them all yet because it's in the snow. I put this on there too, but just for fun. Kind of squished it. This is a different piece, not a penny. Only cost 1 cent each. Actually, the copper is worth maybe 2, 3, 4 cents. But you have to make sure it's 1982 or older, because that's when they stopped using copper in the pennies. It was 1983. Just make sure it's that, and then it'll be good. So here's a penny from 1956. Copper wheat penny. Just cleaned it off. So I could use the I don't know, I don't think I'll use this. I think I'll just use sheets like this, put them in there, just make a curved bottom there, put some aluminum on top. Maybe I'll cut it in a way where some part is sticking out so I can connect them easy. was able to solder on just a little piece out here so I can connect them all in series. I needed this to stick out so I could connect it to the other. It's pretty simple. Hopefully you're seeing what I was doing there. Once this dries, I'm going to clean it up a little bit. Hopefully I didn't get any things shorted out, or hopefully I didn't, yeah. Hopefully none of the metal is touching there. So we'll see how this turns out, but this is the basic concept. I'm just doing basically a version of this, just with the cement. So that's all I'm doing. It's been a month since I've gotten back to this experiment. So far what I've done, I've made a few of them just to confirm that it's all true. This one still holds a charge. This is the best one, and it's still It's still 1.1 volts out of this one. This is the pure cement. This one's a little less. I put a mixture of stuff in this one. This one's even less. This held a volt before. So before, this one held a volt, and that's probably because the plates are kind of coming apart. I bet if I put water on that, it'll increase in voltage right away. So let me just do that real quick, actually. So I have a little bit of distilled water. And just watch it. From what I've been experimenting with, the water will connect with these plates better, and it'll increase in voltage. This one doesn't have water in it anymore; it evaporated and hardened, and neither does this one. So let's see if I can do this. So we have 0.084. Okay, so 0.08 is about where it's at. So I'm going to put some water in this, and I bet it's going to just increase. It might even go back to a volt. I don't even know. So already it's at 0.803 just by putting the water on there. So, and maybe I'll put water on the top plate too. Just to get the connection on it better. It's 0.65 now, so it went down a little bit from my first test. But it holds voltage still. I noticed that when I made these two, I got a volt out of each of them. I still have a volt out of this one a month later. This one, if I made it better, I bet I could still get a good almost a volt out of it. I just wanted to make it smaller to see if it'll still hold a volt just the same as these. And right when I first made this, it held a volt. So I just thought, well, if this doesn't matter how big it is, I could just make a whole bunch of them in series and then connect them together. And this is what I did with this. And I didn't make it quite that good this time because I just wanted to get it together so I can see if it actually worked. And I did get it to work, but these plates are coming off, and I bet if I do the same thing, put water under it, I can get the increase in voltage. But basically put a copper plate on the bottom and let it stick out. I soldered this little thing tab here so I can connect it in series, and then place this aluminum plate on top for the negative and then positive. So I hooked them all together, and I was able to get an increase in charge from all the series of I was able to get all of them to connect quite well, but I at least wanted to see if it worked. And next time I'll probably drill a screw through it, or place a screw in it as it sets, just so it's in there embedded, like an aluminum or a whatever screw in there. So this test is working, which is very, very good news. I was able to get an LED light to light up with connecting this one, and this one in series. I was able to get it to light up. So I'll just test a few of these. I know the voltage has gone down since I made this, since it's hardened the first time. But you can see that I can put it on a couple of these and there's still a charge in there. And this has been at least a few weeks to a month. So that one's holding 0.16, and most of them will hold about 0.2 around there, it looks like. 0.10. So this seems like it's pretty consistent. I don't know if I can get one to go in to register in series or not. Or that one does, I think. So this one connects in series. So this one alone is 0.32, and then connected with this one in series, it's 0.4948. So you can see that works. Some of them aren't connecting that well. 0.6, that's a pretty good one. So I was able to get a pretty good charge out of this. I've seen other people make stuff like this. I just wanted to confirm that it's true. So you'll find a lot of videos about this, about cement batteries and pop cans, different configurations of batteries, earth batteries in these ice trays. You'll see a lot of videos about that. And I'm going further with all sorts of different ideas. Different shapes make a difference when you're dealing with this type of stuff. I was able to get like maybe a volt out of it, out of this shape, but it just shows like a different way of doing this. So I have my aluminum sheet here, set it on top, set this coil on top. Basically it'll be the same as this. I mean, or this. I got the same results. I don't think it matters as long as there's copper and aluminum touching it, making a positive and negative for it. And it'll probably still work. I haven't tested this for a while. I put a little embedded a little crystal on top of there just to see what it would do. Because apparently the idea is that the energy can start flowing because of the shape. And I haven't figured out quite how to do this yet. So far it's just working like the other things. So I still get a charge out of that. Say 0.12, about the same as I got out of the ice tray over there. So I don't know where I'm going with this. I think what I wanted to do was get a chunk of concrete, and I wanted to embed a aluminum and a copper rod into this, and I just want to see if it'll get a charge. If it does, and it should, because that's all this is. This is the same stuff. This has more rocks than minerals, but the main makeup of these things is quartz and limestone and stuff that you'd put in a rock battery anyways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a positive negative rod in here, probably drill some holes and just see if it works. So if you can get a charge out of your chunk of concrete, then why couldn't you just use a concrete slab out in your garage or out in the driveway or even your foundation and just get some voltage out of them and do multiple ones just like an earth battery, and then you can get a charge out of your whole, whatever foundation or yard or whatever. That's the idea. But I just wanted to share these immediately with you because I got some success out of it. And if you wanted to take off with this on your own and watch these other videos that people do about this, I think that's pretty remarkable that I was able to at least get a volt or anything out of it. And it's still holding that charge. And the challenge is to get it to flow, get the amperage up. And so that's what I'm going to do next. But I was at least able to get the LED lights to work, and that's what I was going for with this video, was if I can get the lights to flicker a little bit, then I know you can get power out of this. And that's pretty remarkable. They're not going to just tell you outright in the school system what this is, and it's pretty simple. I mean, you could just get this material in your house, in your garage, or wherever it is. This is key in our survival right now, is that we figure this out, and we're gonna have to do it on our own. But you have to watch out for the hoaxes out there. They're trying to throw us off with all this crap information. But if we take the things that we already know, then we can go forward with it and imagine like a child with your imagination. We have to purge everything we know, everything we've been taught, and then we have to just go back to our elementary school years and just wonder about stuff. And so we already know a little bit about it, and we can just take off with our imagination, undo what we've learned, and then learn again with our experimentations.